Hi, everyone. Welcome to your yoga blend class. I'm T with Yoga with T. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really excited to be here as well. Thank you for joining. Maybe you're traveling, or maybe this is an at home practice for you. I love that you have this opportunity to tune in and that we get to connect. It's super important. But again, yoga blend, yeah, a combination of a little yin, a little bit of some flow, a little bit of tapping into core and getting some exercises going today without weights. Normally we'll incorporate weights, but I'd like to give you another opportunity to do similar exercises that tap into smaller group muscles and also the larger muscle groups so that we can, find some strength and building there, but without weights. It's nice to be able to do kind of the combination. Yeah. So again, yoga blend, welcome. Let's come down to the mat. We'll get started. Tabletop, all fours. Yeah. So when you come to your tabletop, make sure you can feel some alignment here. Okay. And then maybe just stretch your right leg long for just a moment. You want to keep the toe grounded so that you can flex your into your Achilles here and just finding some breath. And then coming back to center, other side, lengthen your left leg long and also allow yourselves to feel some length. And then coming back to center, let's come into child's pose so we can get into some breath. Extend the arms forward and pull the glutes back towards your heels. If it's a little too much on the hips to widen the knees mat distanced apart, you can bring them together. Just find a way to find some stillness for just a little bit to get started here. We'll take a nice big inhale breath in through the nose and a nice exhale through the mouth for just a moment. And then as you seal your lips together, we'll move into what's called the Ujjayi Prana, Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, seal your lips, exhale through the nose. Do that a few more times just like that so you can start to calm down in the body, in the mind. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system that we're tapping into when we use this Ujjayi breath. It also allows us to cultivate stamina for our practice today. One more breath in, one more breath out. Awesome. Let's come to a tabletop position where we began. Hands under your shoulders, knees are hip width distanced apart. Yeah, I'll give you some different viewpoints at times. Notice if you're letting the belly fall, just engage it just a little bit here. And then we will let it fall to the ground as you inhale for a cow pose. Heart opens forward, tailbone goes high, head is forward. As you curve around the spine, this is your cat pose. Press into your hands, pelvis comes forward, let your head heavy down, big curve in the upper spine. Here you go again. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. And maybe you find some breath to movement, yogis, just allowing yourself to feel that you're warming the spine up. And perhaps you can give another option of coming forward just a little bit to finding front body length. And then if you want to pull back again towards your heels. And notice that you're curving the spine as you come forward. Take a nice inhale, lengthen, and then pulling it back. Your breath to movement. You can also come a little faster. Start to speed the tempo up a little bit. And then we're going to kind of get a little more into it as we keep the knees on the ground. Now bend your elbows and then hover your body off of the mat. Oh, how does that feel? Pull the glutes back. We're exercising what's called our chaturanga arms. This is the yogi push-up, but it's modified. Yeah. Keep it going, using the breath, activating core here a little bit. Inhale again, come forward, you bend. As you exhale, press your hands into the earth, pull the glutes back. We'll do one more time. Inhale, come forward, bend the elbows, hover. Exhale, pull it back. And let's stay here for just a moment. Nice lengthening breath in and out. So good. And then as you come back to center, this time lengthen the legs long, bring your belly all the way down to the mat. You might just scoot yourself back a little bit. Again, continuing to warm the spine up, hands right behind your shoulders, forehead can come to the mat, low cobra bhujangasana. Lift your heart and breathe. Squeeze the legs together, tops of the feet into the ground, and then bring it down. Try that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Last time, big inhale. And now hands behind the shoulders a little bit more. Can you lift up just a little higher? Lift the knees, lift the thighs, tops of the feet into the ground. This is your upward facing dog. Wonderful, my friends. Release the knees down, curl the toes under, back through your tabletop, and then downward facing dog. Ooh. Just start to walk it out a little. Walk it out. Allowing yourself to feel some length. Now, if it's a little bit more challenging here, you can always start to step the feet forward when you're ready, keeping the bend in the knees like so. And maybe you bring your forearms on your knees and you can breathe here. But if you are okay with hands on the ground, just allow yourself to fall forward and notice belly compressed to the thighs here a little. This is a dangling forward fold. I'll give you a front view. Stay with breath here, yogis. Maybe you capture elbow to wrist, and you can just heavy forward and land. Wonderful. So stay here for just a moment. Make sure as you look at your feet that your feet are hip width distance apart. You can place fist to fist in between the arches of your feet to measure that. Wonderful. Left hand in front of left foot. Bend your left knee and lift the right arm high. Oh, find that twist. How are we feeling, everyone? Just a little bit more with this lovely warm up. Let it go, forward fold. Right hand in front of right foot. Bend your right knee and left arm reaches. Breathe it in. Maybe you lift up a little higher and then breathe it out. So good. Start to toe heel the feet a little closer. Let your head heavy forward, relaxing the shoulders. Now micro bend your knees, everyone, and slowly start to roll the spine up. Roll it up to standing. As you come to standing, reach the arms nice and big. Palms can come together to touch and then to your heart center. This is your Samasthiti. So good, yogis. All right, let's shake it out. How are we feeling? I'm betting that you're feeling really good to go. Yeah. So let's keep with that great energy. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can again see some more alignment cues. Coming to the top of your mat, let's inhale the arms up high, breathe it in. And then hands to heart, forward fold. Find another little breath in as you press your finger pads to your shins so you come into a tabletop, and then fold again. This time, plant your hands down. You want to step your feet back into a nice high plank. All right, let's get a little more engagement here. High plank is here. So earlier we had this modified chaturanga, right? As we bent our elbows. You can definitely move through that. I'll show you the two options. This is our traditional chaturanga. Bend your elbows and hover. Uncurl your toes, lift upward facing dog all the way up. And then downward facing dog. Breathe. Here's your modified version. Keep your knees on the mat, toes uncupped. And then bend your elbows. Come all the way down to the belly. Low cobra, lift your heart. Squeeze the thighs and the glutes. Let it go, my friends. Curl the toes under. Pull the glutes back for your tabletop. And then again, downward facing dog. We'll meet there. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. It's always good to at least give yourself 3 cycles of breath arriving here. Any shape you arrive in, 3 cycles of breath is a really good amount to allow your body to acclimate to the shape and get into it. Here we go. Right leg lifts with your lengthening moment. And then bend your knee. Can you curve your spine? Bring your forehead towards your knee. Ooh, squeeze. Again, lift the right leg nice and high. And then knee to nose. This time look forward. Step your right foot all the way forward. Find the back knee, drop down to the mat. And then lift the arms. Reach. Find a nice bend in that right knee. Now let's come on up and find the twist. Hello, so good to see you. Stacking your joints here. So right leg is forward, right arm floats back, left arm floats forward. Feel some nice opposition here. Just breathe. Wonderful job. Bring it back through center. Lift the heart, the hands, the gaze comes up. Maybe you bend a little deeper in that right knee. Nice little flow here. Release your hands down. Half splits. Flex the right toes. Finding a little length in the leg and in the spine. Awesome. Rebend your right knee. This time, your left hand stays grounded. The back foot, bottom foot, curl the toes under. Lift. Dragonfly twist. Breathe. So good. Bring the right hand down and step together, my friends, the feet at the top of mat. Forward fold. Bam. There it is. Woo. Let's rise. Inhale all the way up. And keep it moving. Hands to heart. Forward fold so we can get into the other side. Halfway lift again. Noticing breath to movement really cultivates a nice little flow here. Step back again to your plank. Choice to modify or move through that full Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows will bend, hover. Uncurl the toes, lift your heart. Oh, knees and thighs off the mat. Downward dog. Again, a few rounds of breath here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Other side, gently lift your left leg nice and high. Knee to nose, again, that dome and rounding spine. You did so in the cat pose, right? Same thing. Lift the left leg high and then step it through your low lunge. Back knee down to the mat. Lift on up. Find that nice low lunge, flying lunge here. And then as you're ready, pull your hips back, finding length. Always good to keep the hips square, flexing the toes so you feel engagement in your hamstrings. Yeah, so good. Let's come back up again. And then find the twist. Left arm floats back, right arm floats forward. A little variation on the first round. So I'm facing the other side here, but I know you're doing awesome. Let's bring it back up again. Bend a little deeper in your knee, breathing it in and out. And then as you bring the hands down, step it on back, or rather to the front of your mat. Forward fold. I'm turning to face you. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. So good, everyone. Love it. Shake it out a little bit. Little towel off water. So I'd like to get into the legs a little bit more. I'm going to face the other direction so you get a chance to see all the different sides, hoping that helps you out a little bit. If you want to keep flowing, let's keep on flowing. We're just going to add a little more core engagement using our body weight as opposed to actual hand weights to kind of move through some things to build more strength. All right, let's go. We'll come into the mat as far back as you can so that we can crawl out in just a moment. Inhale the arms up high. Nice swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold, bend your knees, and crawl to the top of your mat. Here it is, my friends. So this high plank is so good for us here, building bone density here as we stack our joints. Even if you can plank, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes a day would be awesome. But instead here, we're gonna go back to that down dog for just a moment. Walk it out so we can find our hip alignment, feet hip width distance. Come back to your high plank, roll forward, and bring your left knee to bend and tap your left elbow. Step it on back. Right knee to tap your right elbow. Step it on back. Again, left, step it back. Right, step it back. Keep breathing just like this, yeah? Forward, step it back. The exhale is on the bend. The inhale is on the lengthening. You can also modify, keep moving, yogis, if you're on your knees, and just lift the knee and bring it on back. Lift the knee and bring it on back. Intensifying it, left leg goes long, tap your knee. Bring it on down. Right leg goes long, tap the knee. Bring it on down. So we always have options, my friends. Options are always good to have. Alternative routes to creating the same movement benefits as we can. Breathe. One more cycle wherever you are. Squeeze. I know those in high plank, it's not easy. We're holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2. Downward dog. Woo-wee. Walk it out. I know it. I feel it too. All right, here we go. Breath in again, in through the nose, out through the nose. So getting into our quads here just a little bit. Lift your right leg nice and high. Step it through. We've been here already on that low lunge. You could start with the knee on the ground if you'd like to. Make sure you find alignment. Yeah, so good. Hands can come on the thigh if that feels better for you. Curl the back toe under and then lift, hover. Can you notice your alignment here? If you need to scooch it in a little, that's okay. You can bring your hands to heart here. This might really help. Torso stays lengthened. Let's just bring that back knee down a little bit low and then bring it back up. Notice there's straightening two knees here, yeah? Again, bring it down, bring it on up. Here it is for 8. Breathe. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, you can. You're almost there. Just 4 more. Stay with me. Smile if you can. 3. Whoo, burn it out. 2. Large quads group. 1. Nice. Let's stay at the bottom and hold and pulse. Just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms up high. Straighten that back leg. Nice crescent pose. Take another big inhale breath here. You're almost there. You're doing so good. And then come out to a star pose. Woo. How are we feeling? So good. So wiggle, waggle, wave, smile again. Make it feel good. The ultimate joy is what we want to really get to, yeah? Now bring your hands to heart. Again, large muscle groups here, yeah? Getting into those quads, our glutes, really good hip flexor. This is all good support here. So again, navel to spine. As you bring your hands to heart center, let's find it right in the middle. This is your goddess squat. Try to get low if you can. Stay with your breath. Let's pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, toes are out, heels are in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay at the bottom. Right heel lifts up and bring it down. Left heel lifts up and bring it down. Here we go again, right? And left. I know, again, if you smile, it kind of changes the energy in your body. Somehow your body's like, oh yeah, I love this. It feels good. Even though you know you're being challenged, you're feeling challenged, but change that vibration for 4 more. 3, we're almost there. So good. 2 and 1. Awesome. Sit down lower and then star again. Woo. Shake it out. Nice, nice, nice. Feeling good. Awesome. Bring the arms out. Turn the toes in just so we can gain some length before we do the other side. Lift your heart and then fold forward. Let your tail wag again. Now how low you fold really doesn't matter. Wherever you are is perfect and whole. Stay with breath. So good. All right, let's halfway lift. Turn to the other side. So now your left knee bends and step back to a down dog just for transition. Find the breath in and out. Find the breath in and out. Facing the other direction. You might have to turn around if you want to face me. Give you some time. It's all good. I just like to face you so you can have a better understanding of where things are. All right, here we are. Left leg goes nice and high. Step it on through. There's that nice low lunge, right? Bring it on. You can, again, drop the knee back down. You can bring your hands on your thighs like we did earlier. This is always good. Again, find that alignment. Back toe curls, hoping that your left leg is now forward. And then lift. As you lift, can you bring the arms up high for a moment and find your alignment? Whatever feels better, yeah, wherever you are. Hands to heart. So again, finding that nice 90-degree angle. Drop it low. Here we go. Down. Bring it up. Straight legs. Feel the quads. Tone the thighs. Down. Bring it up. Breath is in. As you bring that navel to spine, again, we're activating core. Whoops. We're also activating our largest muscle group, the quads here, strengthening here. We've just got 4 more. Can you believe that? 3 more. 2. And your last one, let's hold it here. Hold, let's find the pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. I know, feel the burn. Find that angle. Here we are. 2, 1. Now the arms come up high. Straighten that back leg a little bit more. There's that crescent pose. 1 more breath in. And again, star pose. Whoo, you did it. You did it, you did it, you did it. So good. All right, my friends, let's bring the hands to heart one more time. So we can turn the toes inward and then reach the arms out. Yeah? Bring it down again. And then bring the arms out to the side. So you can really feel that grounding here. Flex the palms and then just make circles. circles. Circles towards the front. Breathe. Your navel to spine is still engaged. We're getting into smaller muscle groups here. This is good. Shoulders as well. Feel it here for 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. So good. Last one. Now stay here strong. Flip the palms down to the back. Circles. Circles. You can tone the thighs and press into your feet so you can feel that nice strong activation. 8 more. 7 more. 6 more. Squeeze your glutes. 3, 2, 1. Feel it nice and strong. So good. Release it down. Let's turn the toes out again. Hands to your hips. Sway it out. Drop it low. Drop it low. Awesome. So here we are. This is a little goddess squat, otherwise known as like a plie in ballet. Your legs are separated. Thighs are spiraling outward. Bring the hands, palms in front of your thighs, and then lift the hands to a shoulder height. Your shoulder height. You can make fists if you would like to. Bring it on down, and then lift it up. Bring it down. Lift it up. Bring it down. Again, up. Bring it down. Now, when you lift, you want to press the belly in. And when you lengthen it down, you inhale. Just like that. Again, press the belly in as you lift. Bring it on down. Lift and lower. Just 4 more. Your choice if you deepen that squat here. 3. Awesome. 2. Stay with me. 1. Flip the palms up. Now bend the elbows in and reach it forward. Like you're serving something. Yeah, bring it in. Reach it forward. Hands again can be palms to the sky, or if you want to make those fists to engage a little bit more. Breathe. Again, inhaling in and out. You can start to get into a little more release in the breath of the mouth rather than just the nose breathing. Sometimes we want to release that heat. 4 more. There it is. 3 more. So good. 2 more. Last one. Deepen that seat. Hands to heart. Find that star pose again. Oh, so good. All right. So good. Breathe it in and out. Release. Turn the toes in. Again, shake it out just a little bit here. Shake it out just a little bit here. I hope you're feeling good. Let's stay with it. Keep that momentum going. Let's turn the toes out this time. Awesome. Inhale the arms up high and then bring it down low. Just a few more here. Breathe. Bring it down. So good. Breathe. Last time. And then all the way up. Let's bring the elbows to bend. So your palms are facing outward. Your elbows are at shoulder height. You can drop it low again. And then let's bring the elbows coming together. Let's bring it out and in. There it is. And in. Use that breath. So good. Feeling good. Almost there. Yes, yes, we have 4 more. So good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Almost there with our arms. Bring it on out. Let's straighten the knees. Bring it up high. Make fist. Bring it low. Bring it high. Bring it low. So you might be feeling some cardio activation happening, yeah? We don't have to do a lot of running or jumping jacks to feel those cardio-driven movements or to feel cardio, period. Arms above your head really help to do that. So just keep breathing, moving through it. Your choice to bring it up a little bit more in the tempo. We can also alternate. There it is, left or both at the same time as we did. Up, bring it down. 4 more. So good. 3. Breathe, breathe. 2. That last one is here. So good, my friends. Reach it on up. Release the arms. Turn the toes in. Heel toe the feet together. Wonderful job. We're almost there. I'm going to give you a side view here. Let's inhale for a chair pose. Feel some length here. Airplane the arms back. Ooh, sit a little deeper. Inhale, chair pose. Airplane the arms back. Last time. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Nice standing, right? Feels good to lengthen the knees. And then open your heart, bend your elbows, find a gentle back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades, press the hips forward. Rise up again, deep breath in. Turn to the side here, one more time. Open the heart, find a nice back bend. Bring it back up. So good. and then hands to heart. All right, my friends, shake it out again. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We have just one more little, I want to say, getting into the cardio, getting into the groove a little bit for some squats. Just a little bit, not a lot, but it's a good amount. And then we'll start to bring it down. Feet are separated. Maybe you had a little water, little towel off. Join us or join together together again. All right, separate the feet about hip width distance apart. Your arms can stay lengthened. You want to bend here, noticing your alignment. I'm going to give you a side view. So the glutes do go back. A lot of times there's a tendency to tuck. So you want to be careful you don't do that. You want to let your sitting bones go back, just like a chair, right? Just as you would in a chair pose. We had that introduction in this chair pose, but this is just slightly different. Chest stays forward, sit on back, and here you are. Let's find it. Squeeze at the top, bend. Squeeze the glutes at the top, bend. Here you are, a little bit more. We're almost there. Keep it breathing. We squeeze at the top, giving a front view. Squeeze at the top. Drop it low for 4. There it is, 3. 2. Awesome. Let's hold at the bottom. So right here, you just pulse and pulse. Would love it if we can get into some hammer curls here. So we get into those tricep, bicep activation here. Hammer curls, right? Right and left, pulse it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Here we go, 4 more. Keep breathing, 3. So good in 2. Come back up on 1. Here we go. Lower and lift. Down, squeeze, keep it going. Squeeze. You can keep hands on hips if that feels better, or maybe hands on shoulders for a little more cardio feeling. 4 more. Here's that side view again. Squeeze at the top. 3. 2. And then this last one, hold here, arms forward. Stay with me, bring it on in. Bring it on in. Bicep curls, yes? So noticing again, the elbows are tight to your side body. Now step together as you come to the center of your mat facing me. We're almost done, I promise. Here it is, 4 more. So good, 3. Can we speed it up just a little bit? Here we go on 1, a little up to tempo. Here we go, bring it in, out, in, out, in, out. In, out, maybe micro bend the knees, in, out, holding strong. 4 more. Breathe, breathe. 3, 2, yes, people, 1. So good. Top of the mat, breathe it in. Turning to the side, forward fold. Let it go. Head is heavy. Halfway lift. Forward fold again. Step on back. Let's just clean slate right here, my friends. You can do a modified version of your chaturanga as we did earlier with the high to low, low cobra. Yeah. Or again, if you're from the down dog as we were just now, glide forward to your high plank. Bend your elbows, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Really wonderful, my friends. Breathe it in and out. So I'm going to mirror you here so it's a little easier. My left leg will be your right leg. So one more time, my left leg will be your right leg, just so it helps to see things. Lift your right leg nice and high. Bend your knee, swing it forward. Your right knee goes to the wrist and then the opposite ankle. There it is. Lengthen your back leg. Maybe you bring your torso up. Feel that nice lengthening here, yeah? Those who are here in a traditional pigeon, you can stay. When you're ready, you can bring yourself down to your forearms and stay here and breathe. I'm going to show you the alternate route, figure 4 on your back, if that feels better. So lay down. Make sure you acclimate your spine to being lengthened on the mat. Crossing your right ankle over your left thigh and knee. Interlace fingers through that little keyhole, hands behind the quad. Keep your tailbone down. Breathe. The elbow will help open the side thigh on the right side. And so just staying here for a few rounds of breath in through the nose, Out through the nose. You stay here if you're on your back, my friends. I'm going to transition so I'm able to show the other side. You're in traditional pigeon. Stay as you are. We are almost there. Keep on breathing, doing so good. And as you're ready, those who are with the pigeon on the left side, start to curl your back toe under and come back to your downward facing dog. Breathing it in, breathing it out. Wonderfully done. Maybe a nice open mouth exhale. It's really nice to release some things sometimes, whether it be audible, verbal, little moans and groans. We need to let it out, and it's okay. Know that. Other side. Now your your left leg will lift up. My right leg, as again, I'm mirroring you, coming to that pigeon. Make the adjustments that you need. It's okay to make adjustments. We need to, yeah? And then as you feel ready, you can stay here, lengthen that back leg long, come to your forearms. This feels so yummy. Again, if you are modifying, you will be laying on your back, crossing that your opposite leg, left leg, onto the right quad, interlace fingers, pull, lengthen the spine. Your chin can come towards your chest to assist in that length. Your left elbow presses into that thigh a little bit here. So good. And so stay with breath here, my friends, right where you are, whether you're in the traditional pigeon, whether you're in the figure 4 alternate pigeon. Give yourself a few more rounds of breath. Doing so good. Yes. And so as we come out of that last pigeon, I'm going to go back to traditional. Curl your back toe under, lift your torso, and step back to your downward facing dog. Wonderfully done. Come down to your knees. Cross the ankles and the heels and come to a seat. Yeah? How are we feeling? I'm sending you love. Yes. All right, let's lengthen the legs long so we get a little hamstring length before twisting and before we shavasana. Super important. Yes. Legs are long. Maybe there's a micro bend. Try to keep the spine lifted as you take a nice big breath in and then hinging forward, capture the outside edges of your feet, or you can peace sign your fingers, take a hold of your big toes and scooch the bum back, lift the heart. Legs together. As you're ready, pull your chest forward, bend your elbows. You want to wrap them. Careful we're not hunching or tucking. If this is where you are right here, right now, this is all good. No judgment. It takes time, yeah? And just slowly you'll start to walk forward. If you need or want to, let yourself heavy forward. And then we can get into a caterpillar. So you can separate your legs a little as you come back up to upright position after your forward fold. And now shake it out a little bit. Yeah, so good. So you're welcome to keep legs long. And if you just want to curve forward so that we can heavy the head, you want to get that nice curve in the spine. We're massaging our abdominal organs here. And let your head heavy forward. You can also option to butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet together if that feels better. Again, feel your sitting bones. Take your time. If this is where you start, it's all good. And then slowly you can start to bring the hands forward and maybe you stay here for a little while. Let your head, again, heavy forward. Naturally, letting it fall. Maybe you start to bring your forehead to almost land right where your soles of the feet meet together. It's like a little pillow. Or maybe they stay right where you are. No rush. Take your time. Find your breath, my friends, and then find some stillness wherever you are. 3 cycles of breath here. Again, sometimes those audible exhales really help move some energy that's not supposed to stay in the body. Letting it go. Give yourself one more cycle of breath here. You're welcome to stay longer if you would like to. As long as it's not hurting, challenge is normal. And then as you're ready, let your head stay heavy forward so you still have the curve in the spine, but just bring the hands, palms up. Maybe your legs are long. Maybe they're bent as you roll the spine, hands to the knees and thighs. Bring them together. So good, right? If your legs are lengthened and you walked yourself up, give yourself a moment, relax the shoulders wherever you are. Then scoot your bum forward so you have space to then lengthen yourself down. So good. And if you're able to, once you're there, just press your hips up for just a moment to open up the front body here and then roll it down. One more time, press the hips on nice and high. And noticing that we don't have to do hundreds of crunches to get into the core. We did a lot of work with our core today, especially all the planking. But maybe our next visit together, we can get a little bit more into just these spaces, what we call the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Mula Bandha. Those are our root lock, center root lock. Yeah, so knees to your chest and belly as you're ready. Give yourself a nice hug of gratitude, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Oh, so good. And then you can tee the arms out. Give yourself a moment. Just let both knees fall to the left side. Really important. Go to the left side first. Always want to twist in order of our digestive system. So again, giving yourself to more like 3 cycles of breath here. Right now, I feel my spine going click, click, click. It's so good. Gazing over towards the right arm. So lovely. Really wonderful practice, everyone. Come back to center. And then letting both knees drop over to the right side. You might have to make a little adjustment here, letting both knees stack one on top of another, and then lengthening your left arm to the side. Again, sending you some love. Really, really good that you are taking time to take care of you. It's so important, especially when we are so busy that we can't seem to find the time. It's important you make the time. We invest in going out to dinners or buying some clothes. Invest in yourself. Give yourself some self-care time, and this is it right here. Good for you. I'm so happy I was a part of that because I know you have a choice to be anywhere. Come back to center. You chose to move together and connect. Love that. Give yourself another hug right here. Forehead towards your knees. Breathe it in. And then release long body. Whew, we made it. Long body stretch. Coming into your final resting pose of Shavasana. So again, your choice. Legs are long. To separate if you'd like to, or a little closer. Make sure the arms come to side body. Just relax your entire body. So as you stay here in Shavasana, my friends, I will guide you out. Making sure that you allow yourself to really fall into the earth's support here. Just surrender to gravity as best as you can. And again, tap into your breath a little bit deeper. You did an amazing job today, and you can continue to do so. And continue connecting with me if you would like to. Yeah, I would love to see you again. And just let yourself soften here. Maybe you scan your body, closing the eyes. Soften the space in between the eyebrows. Soften the jaw. Maybe there's like a little glimmer of a smile that comes to your face because you feel so good and relaxed right now as you soften your shoulders, your upper back, your middle back, your belly, your arms, your hands, your glutes, your thighs, your knees, calves, ankles, and toes. And just come into the breath a few more rounds here, in through the nose. And maybe right now, just give a sigh out. Maybe you're in a space where you can really let it go. Just stay here for a few more moments. I will guide you out shortly. Find your stillness. Quiet your mind. Soft breath. Shavasana. Allowing your body to really fall into the earth. Finding stillness so it can restore and reset itself is so important. You're welcome to stay longer if you'd like. If you're going to move on with your day or get ready for bed, even your choice. Start to wiggle toes and fingers, nice long body stretch. And then come to a seat. As you're ready, you can turn to the right or the left side body to kind of transition into an easy pose like myself. Crisscross applesauce with the legs. That's what I like to say. All right. It's been so great, so wonderful to guide you. Thanks for being here. Again, I'm T. Always an honor and a pleasure. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer palms, Anjali Mudra. Give yourself some gratitude. Dip your chin towards your chest. Take a breath in and out, and then thumbs to your third eye. Go in light, love, and peace, yogis. Thank you again. Namaste.